the headlines of continues. The workshop on republishing the book on the history of Cần Thơ City's armed force in 1975-2015 period. The chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee signed a decision approving the first phase of Châu Đốc, Cần Thơ, Sóc Trăng expressway construction investment project or component project number 2. The Permanent Board of Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Women's Union has just enacted an official letter responding to the LJ Week launched by Vietnam Women's Union. Hello, it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. Cần Thơ City's military headquarters they just held a workshop on republishing the book on the history of Cần Thơ City's armed force in 1975-2015 period. Attending the workshop were former leaders of the party committee, military headquarters of Hậu Giang, Cần Thơ branches, and Cần Thơ City through various tomes.
The book on the history of Cần Thơ City's armed forces from 1975 to 2015 depicts the process of building, fighting, and growing of Cần Thơ City's armed forces. The book highlights the concern of the High Command of Military Zone, local authority leaders, and the protection of people that form the general strength, so that the armed force could achieve glorious feats to contribute to the cause of national liberation, reunification, building and safeguarding the fatherland, and fulfilling the international mission of helping the friend country of Cambodia. The book has 4 chapters, including the armed force of Cần Thơ province and city after the Southern liberation, the establishment of Hậu Giang province, the armed forces building and fighting to secure the fatherland and carry out international missions, the armed forces companion with the nation to renew, consolidate, build, and protect the homeland in the period of boosting the national industrialization, modernization. 10 years after the book on the history of Cần Thơ City's armed forces had been published, for the attainment of city's armed force need to be updated as reviewed by compiling board.
The chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee he just signed a decision approving the first phase of Châu Đốc, Cần Thơ, Sóc Trăng expressway construction investment project or component project number 2 that runs through Cần Thơ City at a total investment level of 9,700 billion Vietnam dong. Under the project component, project number 2 running through Cần Thơ City starts at kilometer 57 plus 200 in Thành Quế, Khánh, Vĩnh Thạnh Suburban District and ends at kilometer 94 plus 615 in Trường Xuân Bi, Khánh, Thời Suburban District. The entire route has a length of 37.42 kilometers with 30 bridges. The project has a total investment level of 9,725 billion Vietnam dong executed from 2022 to 2027. Around 262 hectares of land are estimated to be revoked, with roughly 908 households being stricken, including 160 cases in Vĩnh Thạnh, 400 in Cờ Đỏ, 348 in Thời Lai. There is a need for 260 resettlement floors. Permanent member cum chairman of Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Fatherland Fronts Committee Nguyễn Trung Nhân and an inspection group have recently had surveillance on front tasks in Thốt Nốt Urban District.
Right from the beginning of the year, Thốt Nốt Urban District's Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee has well carried out political tasks and patriotic emulation. For example, offering support for 6,687 policy, categorized people on the traditional third occasion, offering over 19,000 gifts at a total value of 11 billion Vietnam dong earmarked from the state budgets and socializing sources, fulfilling the army recruitment task in 2023, raising support to build and repair 47 Great Solidarity houses at the value of 4.3 billion Vietnam dong. The chairman of Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee requested Thốt Nốt Urban District's Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee to continue improving the operational quality of movements, promoting the Great Solidarity bloc, multiplying good models in 2023.
The chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, he just enacted a decision that sets targets on medical insurance, compulsory and voluntary social insurance, and unemployment insurance in 2023 for district people's committees. The chairman assigned the director of the city's social insurance to combine with the directors of the departments of health, labor and values and social affairs to assign tasks for districts, people's committees, and relevant units for execution. Cần Thơ City fulfilled and surpassed all targets on the admission of social, medical, and unemployment insurance set in 2022, especially the medical insurance coverage target, completed 100% of the task, raising the rate of medical insurance coverage to 92% of the population. Vietnamese áo dài has long been considered the symbol of the culture and beauty of Vietnamese women. A meaningful activity, the áo dài week, will take place in Cần Thơ City from upcoming March 1st to 8th. In compliance with the official letter from Vietnam Women's Union, the permanent board of Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Women's Union has just enacted an official letter responding to this activity.
Accordingly, women's unions at all levels of the city are tasked with mobilizing female employees to respond to the event with the aim to spread the beauty of áo dài, while boosting propaganda of the áo dài week on mass media means and community communication channel, social networks with the aim to assess position and roles of áo dài in the whole society.
Originating from the love for the culture of the floating market, Trần Thị Thu Thúy, a child of Kadang Floating Market, has set up a coffee shop inside the Kadang Floating Market. Having operated for more or less 2 months, the coffee shop is attracting more and more visitors coming for relaxation. Now let's go to this attractive address. It's a new location to visit and experience new things named sắc màu chợ nổi, are the colors of the floating market. Here you can taste the morning coffee and enjoy the beauty of Kadang Floating Market, the national intangible cultural heritage. Being a child of Kadang Floating Market and operating in the area of tourism, Thu Thúy has nourished the dream of adding one more new tourist spot for visitors to Kadang Floating Market. Where does the idea of setting up a coffee shop on the river come from?
I was born and grew up here. I am truly a child of the river region. I'm proud of the floating market, so I want to do something so that the floating market can further develop.
Sắc màu chợ nổi, which meanings does the name of the coffee shop contain?
The word colors in the name of the coffee shop mean the diverse cultural convergence on Kadang Floating Market that includes the trading at the market, boats, river. All of these create the beauty of Kadang Floating Market. I decorate my coffee shop with diverse colors in harmony with floating market. That's how the name sắc màu chợ nổi is born.
I want to visit the floating market so that I can know the culture of the floating market. It's very poetic and romantic. Taking morning coffee on the floating market brings me a happy feeling. I feel proud of being a resident of Cần Thơ City.
The air is very cool here. I can see the size of Kadang Floating Market when sitting down here in the early morning. It makes me very comfortable.
Tasting the coffee here, you can hear melodies of the ensemble of the river region, feel the simplicity and generosity of people of the western capital, breathe the fresh, peaceful air, and see the sights of Kadang Floating Market, the national intangible cultural heritage. That's it for this edition of Continues. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.